Okay, so Lionsgate energy begins in earnest today, and it does occur in three separate parts in a triad, which I know that Judy, I explained to you the other day. August 1st through August 4th is the first part to the new moon on August 4th. August 4th through the 8th, 8-8, which is 888, that's the pinnacle, and then 8-8 through 8-12 is another layer. And let me go deeper into exactly what they are. Okay, so from the 1st through the 12th, there is a journey through the layers of the light body for crystalline light body consciousness embodiment to move out and beyond, to explore, and then to bring it in to embody. On the 4th is the midpoint, and the midpoint for clearing, for the new beginning. The 1st through the 4th is receptivity and activation. The 4th through the 8th is empowering and charging up. And there is a really big choice point on that day as well for everyone. And there is going to be a pure stream of alignment available on that day to work with and tap into. It's sort of like the eye of the storm if you're in the center of the storm for that stillness, but there's accelerated quantum movement and motion at all times. So really big choice points. And I want to emphasize, as I was writing this down, I'm writing empowering and charging up, and then I started to write another word, and it auto-corrected to choice point in capital letters. So this is an absolute divine message coming through. So that will be something to look at. 8-8 is the pinnacle, and the word that's come through is infinitrinity. Infinitrinity connections and new flow. So that's the combination of infinity and trinity. So this is exponential and expansive activation of the higher octaves of the harmonic tones of this energy to be activated within the 12D field of the individual. It's unprecedented. It's the most powerful Lionsgate energy that I've ever witnessed or experienced coming. And then 8-8 through 8-12 is the integration, the opening, and the flowering of this energy. And it's going to be an even more pronounced time and significant time to go within, to really cultivate that beginnings of that inner sacred flame with which to build on. Usually we have the new moon and the full moon, and on that new moon we go within, and the full moon is a big externalized culmination, illumination, and resolution. But this new moon from now, during the next 2 weeks, is going to be an integral time to go within and cultivate the energy within the layers of the light body for this really pivotal fine-tuning and restructuring for the individual to integrate the higher soul self within. Everything is charging up. We are charging up, regaining our solar power, solar embodiment, solar synthesis within. There's no more being pushed and pulled by the full or new moon or what the moon is doing around the earth. We're being integrated with the solar power energy that's coming in. And this Leo, with Lionsgate, this Leo energy is emphasized. And the planet that rules Leo is the sun. It's not any other planet. It's the center of the solar system. So integrating more of the sun and the layers of the sun within us is going to be very, very key. So removing any reticence or fear of the sun, anything, that would be fear of the light when you distill it down. So there is no fear of the light. There's only embracing of the light and allowing of the light, allowing of the coming together and the union of you and your light and more light. Okay. The new moon, I'm going to look at the new moon in a minute, but the new moon is about the rebirth of the heart. There's a lot of emphasis on the heart, the lion-hearted courage, the courage of the heart, All of that is really coming through. And this is metaphorical, but it's also the physical restructuring of the human heart in the body. Many layers being activated and added. It's more, there's more communication that is being added to the layers. The heart is communicating with its higher layers itself. So there's sort of an automatic puzzle resolution that's occurring within the heart as the heart expands. So there are people going deeper into darkness and fear, and others going deeper into rising into the light, expanding into the light. And the light is what is helping the higher consciousness coming online. Simply turning your attention and focus toward the higher light. Okay, so I'm going to look at the chart for a minute, but I also want to read through what came through regarding Mercury. So Mercury is about to station retrograde on August 5th. So the night we have the new moon on the 4th, and then Mercury stations retrograde just overnight into August 5th. So we have Mercury in stillness, and Mercury rules the mind, thinking, communication, the flow, connections, all moving parts, transportation, electricity, the installation of higher consciousness, the downloading of higher consciousness into the human body, into the mind, into the brain, into the heart. So Mercury ruling a lot of these things. Also, as Hermes, Mercury rules commerce. So business and commerce. And I'm getting higher confirmation we have Syrian connections coming in and my divine counterpart coming in to confirm this. The lions confirming, the dolphins confirming. So a lot of higher galactic communication and confirmation for this great pause for the reconnection. The reconnection to the heart. It's sort of like a higher galactic, universal, and cosmic heart surgery for the collective soul. And you know, in surgery, we need to pause and be in stillness to disconnect and then reconnect the flow for the greater heart so that everything is pumping at full capacity from the infinite source, infinite cosmic source. So that as cosmic heart, the cosmic heart source really comes through, access to that cosmic heart source really comes through. All of those reconnections are going to be coming online, pouring through and streaming through, coming online. So these meteor showers that are coming in for new global awareness as well. One of them is in the Aquarian constellation. So this is the water bearer, the Aquarian water bearer, pouring these higher spiritual waters, which represents abundance and complete reconnection to our higher soul self and the divine mind and cosmic heart source. So all of that energy being poured down to receive within the earth. For those higher connections. And it's foretelling, it's a precursor to the full moon that we will experience in the next couple of weeks for August 19th, the full moon in Aquarius, which does rule the higher crown activation and the connection with the divine mind. But now is when we receive the crown of sovereignty with the energy from the lions and the lion's gate. The crown of sovereignty is what is initially being activated right now. There's a lot changing within the brain. Mercury again ruling the brain to initially open these connections for all. There's a lot of restructuring going on within the brain for unity consciousness, for full cosmic remembrance, to come up and out of all of these time loops that we've been stuck in. Anything that's of the old programming, old conditioning that's been holding us back from our full power, from accessing and knowing, having the knowing of our full power. Mercury, salt, and sulfur has been coming in as something very important as well. These are the prime materials. Mercury can be malleable, can be fluid, can be many different states of matter. So Mercury, from the highest realms, as part of ether, as part of love itself, is sort of trickling, flowing, pouring, cascading down, so that we're able to receive and integrate the highest version of Mercury itself, which is a higher state of consciousness, a higher divine love embodiment of the cosmic heart, full embodiment of the cosmic heart. So this is the 144 frequency that is being activated.